Once you've signed in, you'll arrive at the home screen. The home screen offers many different shortcuts, including your map, reports, your herd, your breeding list, your digital calving book, ranches, fences, and all of your animals. It'll also show your device info and an option to purchase more devices if needed, and it'll also show your active animal inventory. If you click on any of these options, it'll bring up that list. If I click on my fences, it'll bring me to my fences, and I can simply go back home. If I click on an animal, it'll bring up my animals. If I click on an animal number in any list in the software, it'll bring up their animal information page. This information page is going to show the most up-to-date records based on what you've imported or inputted into the app. If you want a deeper dive into their records, you can look at these headers like timeline, medications, fences, weights, and so on, and it'll show you all of the details of each of those categories. To edit an animal, you can simply click the edit button here and click on any of these categories to edit that animal. If I click on identification, it'll offer me plenty of options to populate and add new information. Then you click Save. Navigating back to the home screen, you'll find the Creation menu in the top right-hand corner. You'll also find a Global Search button and an Alerts button. The Alerts button is going to give you any alerts or notifications from your 701X smart devices. The Global Search button is going to give you the option to search for any animal or device number. When you click on an animal, it'll bring you back to their animal information page that we saw before. If you click in the top right-hand corner, the button with the small plus, that's your Creation menu. Here you can create new animals, new health records, new fences, new medications. Anything that you need to create can be found here. You can also use this feature to import your animals or mass update your animals. If you click into mass update your animals, there are a number of selections you can make to mass update a large group of animals with the same record. This can be extremely helpful to avoid having to edit each animal one by one. If I click the X button anywhere in the app, it's automatically going to bring me back to the home screen or the page that I was previously on. In the top left-hand corner, you're going to see two buttons, the Sync button and the Sidebar menu button. The Sync button is going to allow you to sync to get the latest changes if changes were made on your web app and need to be transferred over to your mobile app and vice versa from your mobile to your web app. If you look at the top left-hand corner, you'll see the three lines with the button. That'll bring up the Sidebar menu. This will be a regularly used feature in the app. This is going to bring up your company name, that Sync button again, and an offline or online mode button. This will allow you to work offline if you're in an area of no cell service while working on the mobile app, or if you're in an area with no internet or Wi-Fi available, you'll be able to work offline. The Sidebar menu will show your company name here, and if you're a part of multiple companies, you can simply click on it and it'll show the list of companies you're a part of. You can also use the Sidebar menu to navigate through many of our features. You'll always click here to go home. You can see what you've recently worked on. You can easily navigate to your map as well as your dashboard. If I click on Map, it'll show me my fences I've created, the animals in each fence, points of interest, and you can also use the Map feature to view any of the tracking data from your 701X device. You can also access the Creation menu and a lot of other tools that we'll cover in another video. Now back at the home screen, I'm going to navigate back to the Sidebar menu, and I'm going to continue on to Folders. Folders can be used to make any group of animals you like based on any filters that you prefer. This can be helpful when working animals later or trying to mass update a large group of animals. You can easily refer to the folder to do so. Let's move on to an industry-leading chute side feature, working cattle. When you're chute side, you don't have time to juggle paperwork or enter the same information twice. That's why 701X gives you one central place to capture everything. Treatments, weights, movements, notes, etc. in real time. Record it once right at the chute and it's instantly saved to that animal's records. No double entry, no catching up later. If I click on this working cattle list, we can see that I have it set up to assign or remove a 701X device, to weigh, to provide a health vaccine, and to preg check. So let's open up the station. We can simply start typing in an animal number here, and it's going to bring up all of those options where we can easily enter those records chute side. You can also do this using a mobile device like a phone or an iPad and conveniently pair that with select scale heads and our 701X wand to easily wand your EID tags while working cattle. Be sure to stay tuned for additional details on working cattle mode. If we click on livestock, it'll show you my herd, your logs, your notes, files, and EPDs if applicable. Let's click into my herd. Here you'll see your entire herd list. You can filter through your herd list. You can add new animals. You can export or import new animals or new data on your herd animals. You can also merge animals if duplicates exist. And you can mass update this list of animals. This is also a completely customizable grid. You can click the green columns button and choose to view or hide any of these different column headers. You can also drag and drop any of these column headers to organize this any way you like. If you click on a cattle tag number, it'll bring you to that animal's information screen. And if you click edit, it will allow you to edit one of those animals individually. This style of list is going to repeat itself often in the software, so you'll become familiar with it and it'll be easy to use. Logs is going to show any of the most recent records on any of your animals and which one of the users on your account entered those records. If you have a registered account, you'll find an Associations tab. With a commercial account, you will not see this, and this will not apply to you. The Associations tab allows you to integrate directly with select breed associations. Stay tuned for another video going into more detail on associations. When we click into our breeding list, we can navigate to whatever season we'd like to refer to, and it's going to show us things like our birth dam, the location, their days bred and days left, their possible sires, if they've been exposed or AI'd, and many other details. You'll also find similar lists on the calving book and the preg checklist as well. You can also easily enter semen and embryos here to keep a near inventory. If you click on Ranch Tools, the first feature you'll notice is our roll call. This is meant to be used as a digital head count and to be paired with our XT Lite and our XT Pro tags. This feature is more utilized on a phone or mobile device, so stay tuned. We'll go into more detail in another video. We have outgoing and incoming transfers if you're transferring animals between 701X users. You have your medications that you can add, points of interest in fences, which we've found in other areas of the app as well as your ranch settings, your company settings, and any default settings that you want to add to the app. If you have any devices, you'll find all the details of your devices in their lists here. We have a contacts page if you like to keep track of your contacts. In the financials category, you'll find your sales and income and purchases and expenses sheets along with the summary. And most notably, you'll find our sale day feature. On sale day, there's a lot happening all at once. The last thing you want is scrambling through paperwork or trying to track down records. With 701X, you can build your sale list ahead of time, track each animal as it's sold, and keep your records up to date all in one place. Highly recommend checking out the sale day feature, and we will have a video for that in the future. In our marketplace, you can navigate there, and that's where you'll find all of our devices and all of our products that you're able to purchase through 701X. And you can find your account settings and general settings below. In the account, this is where you can add as many users as you'd like to your account, where they will each have their own sign-in and different levels of permission.